Well, hello there. Welcome to the Paranormal Highway. Um, you know, I think we might be going solo today. I sent the link over to the guests. No response, no heart, no thumbs up, no anything. So I don't know. I don't know if my guest is gonna show up or not. But I mean, she's got the link. Maybe she's just running late. I don't know. I really truly don't know. She comes, great. If she doesn't, then I've been stood up. Will it be the first time? It won't be the last time. And yes, I'm outdoors. I'm outdoors. Some things going on in the house. They need some quiet, so I'm out here. Out here. So you're gonna hear the planes. You're gonna hear house being worked. You're gonna hear dogs bark. But you know what? The show must go on. So let's play the intro and let's see if we can send a ghost over and bring up our guest.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Did you see it?
Well, again, I don't think I really don't think our guest is going to show up. Again, there was no response to my link I sent over. A lot of times I don't put like names of the people being guests like in the title. I usually just put that in the description because it's more about the show, and I always treat guests like they're friends. That's how I like to run the show, like we're friends. So I never really like try to put pressure, but this is the first time that I put a name in the title in a long time and it doesn't happen. Oh, I might have just jinxed myself. You know, it is what it is. And why I decided to come outside and I'm wearing a black shirt. What is with that? Well, oh man. Uh, uh, I mean, I seen her one day in the chat. I saw her in the chat last week, but again, not everybody's cup of tea. I get that. Some people think an investigator or they gotta look more professional or something. I don't know. I don't know. Real people are real people. That's all I'm gonna say. But if she comes, she'll jump on. If she don't, we don't. Well, since I don't have somebody, I pulled up a website just in case. I always kind of have a backup. And according to this, a 13 stop tour of some of the most haunted U.S. places. Let's see here. Number 1, Biltmore House in Asheville, North Carolina. Biltmore House is remarkable for many reasons, not the least of which because it's said to be haunted. Again, you guys know my part. I feel every house has spirits. It just maybe they don't want to be seen, or I don't know. I mean, if I have the answer, I would tell you, but I believe every spot on this planet has some kind of ghost and spirit. So that's not really a far stretch when they say this house is haunted. Well, technically, they're all kind of haunted, but it doesn't mean, it just doesn't mean that all hauntings are scary because they're not. There's good hauntings. There's good things. Like I don't know. That's just my feeling. When George Washington Vanderbilt the grandson of the railroad tycoon, began construction on the home in the outskirts of Asheville, North Carolina in the 1880s. It was agriculture undertaking of a generation. It looked almost a decade, but a 125-acre property eventually became the location of the largest private owned home in the US. Okay, yeah, so what? Okay, so okay. Okay. Oh, I just went back real quick to see if she showed up. Not. Hold on. Camp Crystal Lake. The Friday the 13th movie franchise has long been a cornerstone of our horror movie culture. 1980 was the set and shot in the camp northwest of New Jersey. Okay, yeah, I knew that. Camp Crystal Lake, the fictional summer camp where the masked villain Jason Voorhees stalks and dispatch young members is actually Camp Soko in Hardwick Township, New Jersey, which is adjacent to the Pennsylvania border. Okay, what does that have to fucking do with the being haunted? And first of all, the very first Friday the 13th that's done in New Jersey, Jason wasn't in it. Jason was just a little baby in a dream. It was the mother who was killing people. So whoever wrote this is flat out wrong. So and of course every other Friday the 13th they made it at different camps, so they never kept it at the same camp. This one's kind of stupid. Come on, give me a real one. Let's see here. The 10 most haunted places in America. All right, let's check out that one. All right. All right. Let's see here. Number 1, the Winchester of San Jose, the Winchester Mystery House. All right. All right. Oh, let me go back here. Sorry about that. All right. All right, guys, let me ask you guys something. Hold on one second, guys. Well, hold on. Let me grab because I can't because I'm using freaking I can't see what you guys are putting in the chat. So I'm just gonna play the Howard the Duck intro while I grab my little iPad so I can see what you guys are saying because I'm outside. I didn't have it, and I hate not knowing what you guys are saying. So let me put on the Howard the Duck intro real quick, and let me go grab my my iPad. All right. I got the chat right here. I can see what you guys are saying. So let's go back to this. Let's go back to this right here. All right. So Winchester Mystery House of San Jose, California. A lot of you heard it. Now, I actually been there on a tour. And of course, when I was there was nothing haunting that was there for me. So I have not had an experience at Winchester Mystery House. Doesn't mean it's not haunted. But what do you guys think? Let me see what you guys are saying. Do you guys think it's haunted? Put yes if you think it's haunted, and put no if you don't think it's haunted. You know, sometimes looking over the chat and you don't know when you're jumping into. And I see a comment Danny Stanton wrote, sounds like something your brother would play. I don't know what that means. I must have just stepped right into it. All right, so David Martin says yes. OGG says yes. And David Martin says yes again. So I guess David Martin wants to make sure double time that the place is haunted. Again, I was there one time, but I was there with a group. They didn't let us go by ourselves. and sometimes I feel that the spirits don't want to be seen when there's only like two people there. I just making sure. Nah, she's not coming. I I know I'll probably get a message that say that, oh, I forgot. Nah, you didn't forget. You just didn't want to come on with me. Probably saw a lot of my walking videos and saw like this guy's. I thought he's gonna talk everything about paranormal. No, I talk about everything. Paranormal is just one of them. I have a passion about all things. I got a passion about UFOs. I got a passion about music. I got a passion about paranormal ghosts, aliens, uh, Danny Stanton clones. Come on, we got passion for everything. Let me see here. 50-50. I'm with Danny. And you know what, Danny? I mean, yeah, like I said, I had zero experience when I was there, but I was with the group, and you know, you know, it could be just that she was a crazy woman. I mean, there's a lot of crazy people, crazy women want things built because people that have a lot of money, they're kind of crazy, right? They're kind of like I don't know. Sometimes power that comes from money makes them crazy. I'm not sure. Let's go number two. All right, downtown Los Angeles. Okay, I need a bit more than that. Downtown Los Angeles is full of haunted hotels. Well, it's the city of angels. I mean, look how many shootings that have been on there. I mean, every city has shootings, so that's not a stretch. I mean, every place, every city is haunted in a certain way. So, you can stay the Millennium Baltimore or Biltmore, haunted by the ghost of Black Dallas. Okay, yeah, yeah, we know that one. The rundown hotel, Cecile, supposed to be massive haunted. I've heard that is. I've never been there, so I can't tell you for a fact for myself that is haunted. And even if I was there, even if I'm gonna give you guys a good example. I was on Queen Mary's ship for 2 days. I had zero, I mean zero experience. Did a investigation with my son one night, did it with my daughter, and nothing. Absolutely every sound that I've heard was explainable. Is it because me being in the Navy, I know what ship sounds like? I mean, I don't know, but Queen Mary was not haunted for me. So if somebody asked me, Eric, is it haunted? I have to say no, it was not haunted for me. But it doesn't mean it's not. I could have just been there on the wrong days or something. I did go there during the slow time of the year. So again, even though a place could be haunted, it doesn't mean you're going to get an experience. I don't know how many times you could go on investigation, and that's why I always question certain people because we all know certain people that every time they go out, they're seeing something. Every time, every single time, and I gotta call bullshit on that. They're not mediums. They're not gifts. You're not going to see something every time. That's just the common sense world. We were not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody's going to question. Says that's not true. Okay, yeah, all right. There's ghost whispers. There's Sasquatch whispers. Listen, you can think what you want, but no, I don't feel you're going to get anything every single time you go out. People who do, I do got to question that. Now, if a person's a medium, I guess they're known to be able to talk to spirits. I guess. Okay, I could see maybe them, but of course, you got to believe that they are a true medium, even in the first place, and that's another story alone. But I don't care. Every city. What's with this? With these Las Vegas Strip? Yes, there's a lot of gangsters shooting, killings that have been on in Las Vegas. Shoot, there was a Ghost Adventures episode with Vince Neil almost feel like he's having a heart attack in one of those hotels. Okay, we get it. We know Las Vegas is haunted. I mean, come on. Give me a place. Here we go. The Stanley Hotel, what's famous for the Stephen King's book, The Shining. Now, I feel that this place is possibly haunted, but again, I have not been there. And it's, you know, it's easy for me to say that it is just because they made a movie out of it, but I feel that this one is haunted. Again, there's spirits there, no matter what. But on a haunting level, I can't tell you that. But like I said, every place has some spirits. What do you guys think? Stanley Hotel, is it haunted or is it not? Let me look at the chat. So start putting them in. Put a yes, that it is haunted. No, that is not haunted. At a guess, I say yes. Jojo, I mean, that's what it is. It's all a guess. It's all a guess. I've never been to the Stanley Hotel. I would love to go to the Stanley Hotel, not just to hunt and research the paranormal. It's beautiful in Colorado. I mean, it's beautiful. You know, again, when I go on my Bigfoot research in the first weekend of June, that's gonna be exciting. But the most exciting part is the camping, the picking my feet up, smelling the fresh air, starting a fire. Unless there's fires and they'll ban it. I know last year we went camping. When we went to that Sasquatch camp place up in the Olympic Mountains, um, having a fire was banned. I mean, I get it. I understand. I mean, it's it is what it is. So, David Martin says no, it is not haunted. OGG says yes, a lot of room. All right. So I can see where people are 50-50 on this, and that's fine. That happens. I'm just double checking to see if our guest showed up. I guess she has not showed up. But, again, on short notice, I'm sorry. This is what I had. When I have a guest come on, I wrap the show around the guest. So we shoot the shit. So, it happens, right? It happens, I guess. All right. Let's go to number 5. The Limp Mansion, St. Louis, Missouri. A damp limp first began brewing German-style lager in St. Louis in 1840, and his son William turned the Limp Brewing Company into an empire to rival Budweiser and Pabst. But in early 20th century, business setbacks, onset prohibition, and a series of family tragedies crippled the family. That means the mafia was involved. The beautifully maintained house where some of the Limps died is now being haunted by the restless spirits. You can take a ghost tour here, spend a night in one of the suits, and buy a Hestic Limp Mansion board game. Sorry, I love that. I love that. You can stay here, but that'd be cool. They say it's haunted. I would stay there, but you can also buy the Haunted Limp Mansion board game. I love that. Hey, Mind Forked. Again, I apologize. I sent my guest the link. Never remarked back to me that they seen it or not. I got a feeling that the guest just did not want to come on with me. I saw her in the chat last week. She probably saw the chat. I was probably not the kind of person she was hoping for. When you hear the Paranormal Highway, you turn it on, and you got a guy wearing a hat, wearing a Def Leppard shirt. But hey, I can only be myself. That's it. I can only be myself. I don't have to dress in goth, to look the part of, look, I look for ghosts. I'm goth. I'm wearing, actually, I am wearing black, but but what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? So, Matt, I have to put this on my list. I got to go to Missouri to check out the Limp Mansion and buy the Haunted Limp Mansion board game. And maybe a ghost will travel with it and I take it back home. All right, here we go. Number 6, The Ridge, Anthem's, Ohio. When you imagine a haunted insane asylum, you probably be imagining a Kirkbride asylum. Designed by Thomas Kirkbride, these asylums often have a beautiful Victorian flower talk wide. Okay, as they fell into disguise management, they became well known. Okay, but why is it haunted? Um, One such notable not only for his ghost, but for the alligator that lived in its central fountain. But what's the story behind the haunting of it? Could tell. Did somebody supposedly died there? It's hard to. eh, I don't know. If any of you guys live near Ohio, there you go. Go to the Ridge. Check it out. It's supposed to be haunted. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be in a haunted building. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be in a haunted building. It's called the VA hospital. I'm telling you, that VA hospital, there's some ghosts there, but they're good ones. They're nice. They're actually nice. Remember, the if you guys remember that I told that story how um God damn it. Damn it, I'm having a brain freeze. Having a brain freeze. I had to take something off. I think it was my watch or whatever, and I thought I left it, and then I found it in the coat pocket. Um, I feel the place, the VA hospital, is haunted. Good spirits, because of course, I mean, a lot of people died. Makes sense. I think every single hospital in anywhere around the world, it has spirits. But I think the VA hospital has good spirits. I think there's a respect factor for soldiers, and I think even in the afterlife there, soldiers are nice to the other one. That's why you don't hear anything scary that goes on and everything. So, and maybe I should bring some of my investigation tools to the VA hospital. People are looking at me, staring at me like, "What is this guy doing?" Wedding ring, JoJo, wedding ring. Oh my God, the wedding ring. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, what happened, guys, was they're putting me through an MRI, and you got to take off all metal so it doesn't interfere with the magnets. So I took my wedding ring off, I put it on top, and I made sure to put it there because it's a bitch to get this off. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. I guess my fingers grew a little fatter. Hey, I'm trying to lose weight. And I remember I took it off because I don't want it to lose it. And I grabbed everything, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm driving home, and I remember driving like, I don't have my wedding ring. Should I tell my wife? And anybody knows if you try to call like a certain department in the VA, it's like one number. You call the 800. So if you left something, it's gone, and it was in my pocket. And I know for a fact I did not put it there. So those are good spirits. Those are good spirits. Those are my friends. So tomorrow I'm gonna see if I could talk to some of my friends. Nope, the guest is still not here. Okay, let's move on. All right, if you guys live in Richmond, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia calls itself one of the most haunted cities in the country. Well, every place always says they're the most haunted, right? Every place says that. Richmond, Virginia calls itself the most haunted in the country. Most of those ghosts congregated in the neighborhood. Oh, so the ghosts moved out of the city and then went into the neighborhood, the suburbs. Many of the bars, hey, if I was a ghost, I would hang out at a bar. Restaurants and shops lay claim to the ghost story. Many of have their roots in terrible tragedies of the past. But what I've learned about Shockoe Bottom is that past holds some secrets that are too terrible even for the ghost hunters. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. So, guys, go to the shock. Hold on, is the picture supposed to be on top? Okay. So number 8. So this is the town. I remember when I was living in Maryland, and my wife, we used to take a lot of road trips, because we're a part of the country that we're never really in. And I remember going in Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania has a lot of towns that look just like this and stuff. And these towns. I mean, these are old towns. I mean, Virginia. That's the oldest part of the country. That's where the most people have died. Now, the West Coast has been catching up with the deaths, but the East Coast will always beat the West with more deaths. So the percentage of chances of more ghosts will probably be in the East. So, all right, let's go. Number 9, New Orleans, the Lurie Mansion. The Lurie Mansion is legendary to the American Horror Story, built in a season around it. Though once I began researching its history, I quickly learned that not everything with the house is as it seemed. Still, it's undeniable creepy. A large mansion at the corner of Royal Governor Nicholas Street in French Quarter. It's not open to the public, so you'll have to ponder its haunted legacy from the street. But beware. Not even actor Nicolas Cage could escape the curse. He went bankrupt a few years after buying the house and lost it in foreclosure. Wow. 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 Nicolas Cage, who's the nephew of Francis Ford Coppola. How do you go broke? I mean, there's a time that he was one of the biggest actors in the world, getting paid top dollar. I mean, how does he go broke like that? I mean, it's Lockbeard said no, did not get charged up today. Oh, Lockbeard, we didn't charge you up. Come on, Danny. Danny, can you go plug Lockbeard in? We got to charge him up. We gotta get him some energy. We gotta get Lockbeard some energy. So somebody go plug him up. Okay, Danny, that's your job. Go find Lockbeard, go plug him up. Get him some energy. The man deserves energy. All right, number 10, the Merchant House Museum in New York, New York. Well, we all know there's a lot of deaths in New York, right? A lot of deaths in New York. New York City has plenty of ghosts, of course. Every city has plenty of ghosts. But the brownstone in Lower Manhattan will always be personal favorites. I like that. Somebody's personal favorite. See, I like that. I'd rather read that somebody said this haunting is one of my personal favorites instead of saying this is the most haunted place. Because everybody makes that claim that it's the most haunted. Again, sometimes the haunting matches the person, right? There's stories of a place being real haunted to certain families, certain people, and then when other people go in there, nothing really. So sometimes the haunting has to match the person. Why that is? That's why we're here, because we want to know those answers. We don't know what those answers are. We don't know why certain places are more haunted than others. I wish I had that answer for you, but I don't have that answer for you and all that. So, all right. Now, this one is 32 most haunted places in America. Well, it is. I guess it is a paranormal show without the paranormal guest. But what are you gonna do, right? Bodie, California. All right. There, Bodie, California. In the 1870s and 80s, Bodie boom when gold was found. Oh yeah, when gold was found, 10,000 people. Blah blah blah. Shutter. Okay, that's cool. Cemetery. Any of you guys live in Georgia? Cemetery, Georgia. There's too many here. Let's go to the 10 most haunted places by the Travel Channel. Let's see what they say. Now, hopefully their 10 most haunted was the same as the other article, or somebody doesn't know who's the most haunted. Let's see. Hey, Moundsville Penitentiary, that wasn't on the other top 10 website that we saw that made that claim 10 most haunted. So we're already getting some different places during its more than 100 years in operation. And now this was in West Virginia, one of the most violent correctional facility in the final stop for almost 1,000 criminals. Listen, all prisons. I truly believe that all prisons will have hauntings. Now, a lot of prisons still have people in it, so you're not going to see as much haunting. But I'm sure if you took every place, almost every prison, and took the people out, I'm sure that people will get experiences. Because I mean, listen, people died in these prisons in a violent way. So what I'm trying to get at is these penitentiary jails. There's a lot of bad energy. People getting stabbed. People, I mean, just ugly things that happen to people that go to these type of prisons. I mean, so there ain't no far stretch saying they're haunted. I believe every prison could be haunted, just like a hospital. Yes, Lockbeard, exactly. Damaged souls in prisons, exactly. That's exactly Lockbeard. You're right on. Damaged souls, man. Damaged souls. I mean, that's bad JoJo. That's bad karma. I mean, that's that. If you believe that energy sticks around in a haunting and a spirits, then you have to believe that a lot of these prisons are haunted. What do you think? Why a lot of ghost shows want to go to prisons? Because first of all, the haunting prisons got the look, they got the feel. And when the amount of people that have died in them, you know that it's haunted. You just got to listen for it and all that. So I do want to go visit it. I almost bought a house in West Virginia when I was living in Maryland. Maryland was too high price, and West Virginia was a lot cheaper, and West Virginia wasn't far. All right. See, look at this. How come these top 10 is different than the other top 10? Well, these writers don't get together because one website said these were the 10 most haunted places in the U.S., and this website says this is the most haunted places. What's going on? Well, if the Western State Hospital, I've heard stories that this place is haunted. Of course, I've never been there. I can't back up anything up fully. But hospitals, people have died. Let me see here. The Western State Hospital, the asylum, was home to thousands of people with mental illness. Starting in 1864, hundreds of people died there before the factory closed in 1994. The spirits that are said to haunt the site today date back to the Civil War era, when the asylum grounds served as a military post. Paranormal tours of the factory feature 2-hour visits to the asylum, 4 main spots. The most intense ghost hunt is an 8-hour overnight paranormal adventure with experienced ghost hunting guides. But you know what? 8 hours is cool. But I wouldn't want to do. What's this? Eric, you're on ours tomorrow again. Yes. Andy decodes. Yes, he's. If I'm right, on the Pacific West Coast time, he starts at 12:30, I believe. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna go to Andy's Decodes channel real quick, and I think is it JoJo? Is it 12:30 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow? Pacific. Let me see here. Let me go to Andy. Ooh, my laptop's getting hot out here. All right, Andy Codes. Yeah, that's right. He let me see here. All right, upcoming. Yeah, 12:30 p.m. 12:30 p.m. That's perfect because I have a VA appointment, but my VA appointment's at 9 a.m. So and I'm not gonna be there for 3.5 hours. If I am, that means the ghost got me. So that'd be cool. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on. He did not. He did. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. You know why that's funny? He took the picture off my Facebook, the one that that my wife made put makeup on me and made me try to look like the Twilight kid, Twilight boy. He plays Batman. So he put of all pictures, he put the one on there that my wife dressed me up as Twilight boy. Patterson, something Patterson. Something Patterson. I forgot his full name. Patterson. Oh man. Oh man. You know, I knew if I told people that story, when they get the opportunity, they're gonna take it. I should have not accepted him as a friend request on my Facebook. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. The Villa Axe Murder House. Yeah, we know that story. The Axe Murder House, 2000, June 10, the all white frame house became grisly crime scene where the murder of Josie V. Moore, his wife, the children, too young, were overnight guests. Murder was never identified over the years. Residents has visions of a man with an axe. Children crying, unexplained paranormal. Yeah, I know. I know. I heard about this place. I mean, I've never been to none of these places here, but that place is supposed to be haunted and all that. So, all right. Moon River Brewery. I'm trying to see if I know any of these. Sultan's Place. Hey, look, we got Zach. Look at him. We know Zach, the most honest paranormal investigator out there, right? Not. All that. So, yeah. That's cool. My computer's burning up out here. God damn. So let me show you guys one more thing. Later, let me see here. So again, tomorrow I'll be on Andy Coates' channel. That is always a fun time. I always enjoy myself being on that show. So that should be great. And I should be indoors. And then at 3:30 today, you guys don't have to go over to my other channel. You don't have to. I don't force anybody to go over there. But you guys know I've been working on my music channel, Hair Metal Revolution. And at 3:30 I am having a video. If you I love Warrant. Love them. Saw them in 1989 in Fresno, California, where a lot of bands did it. I made like an AI type of video, like I did on my Paranormal Highway channel. Talks about the history of Warrant, and then till his horrible death that he had in 2011. So that's going to be premiering at 3:30. That one's only 6 minutes long, only 6 minutes, and I gotta tell you what, man. I gotta tell you what. I don't. This channel I only have 115 subscribers because, like I said, I started this fresh. But just 3-4 days ago, I had like 50. So it's actually growing. I mean, it's like it's God, I haven't seen growth like this in a long time. This channel. Look at this. I'm getting more views on these than I am getting on my Paranormal Highway. It's crazy. My Black Sabbath 2.2 thousand. My Vito 1.9. 430 for my ballots. Wow. I mean, wow. You know, I didn't. That's just crazy. I didn't think there's listen, I'm not ashamed. I'm at the point in my life, I'm not ashamed to tell you guys that I love 80s music. Love it. Not ashamed of it. I love rock and roll. I love hard rock. You want to call it hair because the makeup and stuff. The funny thing is, a lot of people make fun of it are the ones who lived it, that had it too. We all had our hair out to here living in the 80s. We all did. Every single one of us did. And everybody pretends they didn't. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, but the music died. Most music has a certain lifespan and it kind of dies. The 70s died. Disco came in, died. Punk rock came in, died. Unless you're Green Day, you're still alive. Green Day came in. You could say the hair metal lasted all the way from like the 1980s to 2020 or 2000. I'm sorry, to 1991 when Nirvana and Pearl Jam broke loose. They had an 11, 12-year run, more than most music. So it did better than most eras that comes and goes. So I'm not ashamed. And then, want to make fun of me? Go fuck. I'm right here. Make fun of me. I don't care. I'm wearing a proud Def Leppard and Motley Crue shirt. So, and people on that channel been leaving me a lot of comments. I mean, I'm talking with these people through comments. If it wasn't for JoJo, Danny Stanton, Adina P, I would. And Roger Blair leaves me some comments. Ida does. I mean, there's a few of you that does, but I don't get comments on this channel. I don't get comments. I mean, I love having conversations, and I do want to get back. So, so it is. And all that. So, tomorrow I'm going to be on Andy Codes. And Thursday, I will have a proper show. I don't have anybody that says they're going to come on, so I'll make sure I'll have material. Actually, I wanted to see if Danny Stanton wants to come on with me on Thursday to do two kind of shows on Thursday, but it's up to Danny Stanton. He wants to come on Thursday. I want to talk some Bigfoot, do some Sasquatch talking. And Danny had a good idea to have fun is to look up every famous person that has the last name Wood. I like that. So, Danny, if you're available, you want to come on with me on Thursday? I know if you tell me you're coming on, you ain't gonna not show up. You're not gonna show up. I know you say you're coming on, and it looks like Danny says sure, he's gonna come on. So that's awesome, and I appreciate that. And then maybe we'll talk about on Thursday some Sasquatch, some famous people names with the last name Wood. I thought that was interesting. That'll be a fun research. And beyond that, I'll tell you guys that there are any hauntings at the VA hospital and any codes channels tomorrow. So beyond that, I want to thank you guys. I'm going to end the show a little short today because my laptop is burning up like crazy right here. And I need a Ronnie Wood. Yeah, there we go. Were you ever nicknamed Woodpecker? Yes, Lockbeard. Yes. Oh, Woodrow, Woodpecker, Woodrow. I mean, there's some bad ones too, but no. We'll talk about that. So beyond that, Roy Wood. Yeah, we'll talk about famous people that has my last name. So that'll be fun. That came from Danny. That'd be fun. So Sasquatch and last name's Wood. Maybe when we finally get the Sasquatch to want to come on air, we'll give him the last name Wood. So beyond that, I want to thank you guys for being here. I am so sorry that my guest never showed up. I apologize. I truly apologize. I like to wrap my show around the guest. And I don't know. I saw her one time in the chat last week, but ever since, no comments or anything from my messages. So I think she saw what I looked like and didn't want to come on. And okay, it's her loss. But hey, something could happen, right? I don't want to make accusation, but most likely because the way I look. But you never know. Life happens. Life happens and all that. And, beyond that. So I'll see you guys all, not Thursday, tomorrow on Andy Code's channel. It's always fun. And I got to make a lot of coffee because when Andy comes on, he goes over for 2.5 hours. So I got to get ready. So beyond that, I'll end the show with one of my horror intros. What the hell? I'll see you guys tomorrow.